You've come here and you've brought good and wealth, but you have also brought your bad habits as a backslider.
Coming up on Philosophy Talk, making and breaking habits.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks, Josh.
Says who? I'm developing new habits all the time.
Yeah, bad ones.
You know, you wouldn't be a bad lad if you got rid of some of your nasty habits.
You have a nasty habit of surviving.
I think I finally kicked that bad habit.
Bad habits imprison us, but can good habits liberate us?
You know, it's never too early to start good habits.
The teacher's job is to bring out good habits in the pupil and to get rid of bad habits.
But all good habits makes a dull person.
Every habit involves both automaticity and something like intelligence.
Our guest is Shaun Gallagher from the University of Memphis.
Making and breaking habits.
It's not a good habit, but a man has to have some vices.
Coming up on Philosophy Talk.
Hi, I'm Josh Landy.
And I'm Ray Briggs. Have you seen our new redesigned website at philosophytalk.org?
You can sign up for free to listen to more content than ever, or become a premium subscriber for even more perks, because we need your support now more than ever.
In April, the administration terminated our NEH grant, and we lost $38,000 in promised funding. And since then, they've been making more cuts to universities as well.
Not to mention Congress voting to rescind all public media funding. So while you're checking out that all-new website, please consider a gift of support.
Any contribution is vital to helping continue our work. But if you give $500 or more, we'll thank you by name in the credits.
And now, on with the show.
Are habits a prison we build for ourselves?
Or do they free our minds for more important business?
Could you live your life without any habits at all?
Welcome to Philosophy Talk, the program that questions everything.
Except your intelligence. I'm Ray Briggs.
And I'm Josh Landy. We're coming to you via the studios of KALW San Francisco Bay Area.
Continuing conversations that begin at Philosopher's Corner on the Stanford campus, where Josh teaches philosophy.
And at the University of Chicago, where Ray teaches philosophy.
Today, we're thinking about making and breaking habits.
Habits? Who needs them, Ray? I think Proust was right about this. Habit weakens everything.
Here we go with the Proust again.
What can I do? He's always right. And what I think he's saying about habit is that it makes us put things in boxes like, oh, there's another sunset, instead of seeing this sunset on this day with this wonderful person. Habit anesthetizes us.
Hey, don't knock anesthesia. Have you been following the news? I sure could use some anesthesia right now. And a lot of habits are cheaper than drinking. Unless that is your habit, I guess.
Okay, but say your habit is playing video games or like doom scrolling on social media. I mean, those are things you can do for relatively cheap, but is that really how you want to go through life? You're wasting time you could be spending out in nature or with your friends. And you're locking yourself into a repetitive behavior. You end up no better than a machine.
Come on, Josh. Don't you think there are any good habits? Maybe I cope by lifting weights every day or cleaning my house. That doesn't imprison me. It frees me. It's like William James says, the more of the details of our daily life we can hand over to the effortless custody of automatism, the more our higher powers of mind will be set free for their own proper work.
Proper work? Like what?
Well, like making art. Okay, suppose you want to write a concerto. Once you've learned to play the piano, you don't have to spend mental energy on finding the keys. You just let your fingers fly, while your imagination takes care of the brilliance.
But are you saying that all habits are good habits? I mean, take me, for example. I've been trying for quite a long time to stop biting my nails. There is nothing glorious or creative about that habit. I'm not writing some kind of fingernail symphony. And I mean, the problem is, it's not just that I have the ability to bite my nails. I also have an urge to bite my nails, and that is not good.
All right, so maybe there's two kinds of habits. There's the good ones, and there's the bad ones. You control the good ones, the bad ones control you.
In Russia, habit control you.
Yeah, exactly. Aristotle even says there's no virtue without habit. As long as you develop the right habits of mind, you'll reliably do the right thing.
Well, Aristotle says that, but Immanuel Kant disagrees. Kant says all habits are objectionable, which is super interesting, right? I mean, his thought is, even if you're doing the right thing, if you're doing it habitually, you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Really? All habits are objectionable? But your habits are a big part of what makes you who you are. A rock star is someone who knows how to shred a guitar and does it day in and day out. A surgeon is someone who makes a habit of fixing people. And a philosopher, that's somebody who knows how to think a certain way and who just loves to do it. Where would you be without your good habits?
I still think there's a danger even to good habits. Suppose you take a walk every single morning.
Oh yeah, that sounds great. It's healthy, it gets you out into the world.
But if it's just habitual, it doesn't get you fully out into the world because you're not engaging with your surroundings anymore. I mean, after a few weeks of the same route, you end up on autopilot. You're not even listening to the birds or looking at the trees.
Yeah, but what's the alternative? We have to do a lot of repetitive things every day. If we were truly paying attention at every single moment, we'd lose our minds.
Well, there is one interesting compromise out there. It's what Friedrich Nietzsche called brief habits. So his thought is, yeah, do that same walk every day for, 6 months, but then switch to basketball or ballroom dancing or skydiving. The habit is a kind of a good thing because it allows you to know something fully and deeply, but once you know it, move on. You're done.
I hope that isn't your relationship advice. I'm going to seek a second opinion from our guest. It's Shaun Gallagher from the University of Memphis, author of Action and Interaction.
In the meantime, maybe we can get some third and fourth opinions. We sent our roving philosophical reporter, Holly J. McDeed, to find out how to put our phones away and break our bad social media habits. She files this report.
When Maddie Freeman was in middle school, she saw social media as a cool way to connect with friends and get new ideas.
I also really liked Pinterest at the time in middle school. I liked to look at, fun hairstyles to do, fun things to bake and cook and stuff like that.
But over time, her relationship with social media became pretty unhealthy. Because she spent so much time glued to her phone, she didn't actually have time to do any of those fun things or see those friends in person.
I was spending upwards some days of 10 hours a day on my phone, with at least 90% of that time being spent on social media. And it became really obsessive and harmful for me because I was being exposed to definitely harmful content.
Then she saw a documentary called The Social Dilemma.
We get rewarded by hearts, likes, thumbs up, and we conflate that with value and we conflate it with truth.
A whole generation is more anxious, more depressed.
The film shows how social media companies use psychology to make people dependent.
I always felt like fundamentally it was a force for good. I don't know if I feel that way anymore.
So Maddie and about 30 other students decided to take control and go on a social media detox together. They wouldn't use any social media platforms for a month. Ordinarily, Maddie could click on something and it would be an instant escape, like disappearing on another planet. But rewiring her brain to turn towards something else was really hard. Others who participated said the same thing.
They were like, oh my gosh, my finger keeps clicking where Instagram used to be. And it's so weird. It's like a memorized habit. And I felt very seen and heard that they were experiencing that as well. And it made me feel not as alone. So yeah, it's definitely, there's power in numbers in the movement for sure.
We all know how difficult it is to control our social media and access to the internet, but few of us have taken the steps we need to actually gain that control.
That's Wendy Wood, Provost Professor Emerita at the University of Southern California. She's been studying habits and why they're difficult to change for 30 years.
We know how strong our emotions are because we feel them, and we have strong beliefs and strong convictions. But habits are in there. We just don't have access to how strong they are. So it makes it very hard for us to control them and change them.
Wood says it's not a matter of motivation. Once habits form, they stick. But we can change our environments or put away our phones. Her son actually tried this.
And he said to me one day, Mom, oh my gosh, I did leave my phone outside my bedroom. And now I'm sleeping an hour more a night. And that was a big deal. First, for him to admit that to his mother, that I said something that actually worked, but also that it really does have an impact.
When Maddie Freeman went on her social media detox, she and one of her best friends did yoga. They meditated. She made a long list of everything she had been meaning to do.
Like clean that one drawer, or, learn about how to plant basil plants or something. And just kind of, I wanted to have a list so that every time I was bored or feeling anxious, I could just turn to it immediately.
And her mental health improved significantly. Now she runs a nonprofit called No Social Media November, dedicated to the cause. She says it's an ongoing work in progress. The algorithms can easily pull her back in. But social media detoxes are a dependable option she can turn to, just as easy to tap into as these apps. Maddie now owns a dumb phone with no social media or internet access. And now and again, she'll put away her phone for a day or two and see what happens.
It just feels so refreshing to just not have to feel reachable and to just really invest all my time and energy into things I want to.
For anyone looking to spend less time on their phone, here's a fun fact. Studies have shown that those of us who don't charge our phones in our bedrooms are happier than those who do.
You need to put the damn phone down and listen up.
For Philosophy Talk, I'm Holly J. McDede.